Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make 40 million coins an hour while grinding Enderman. Just before the video starts, I just want to let you guys know that I already recorded this video, but whenever I dragged in my 30-minute clip, it literally just has no audio for some whatever reason, and it's 2:40 a.m. in the morning, and that's not even the editing that I'm going to have to do on top of that. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and in the next video, I'm going to make a peanut butter sandwich on camera at 3 a.m. in the morning. Now let's get started with this video. Today we are going to be killing Endermen, more specifically Zealots, one of the most underrated methods in the game that has been always suggested to players for years and years, and these guys have been around for approximately 5 years, I think. They used to make like 4 million coins an hour back in the day, and whenever I see people complaining about it making 20 million coins an hour nowadays for like most common players, it just baffles me that people complain about making 20 million coins an hour early game. And I used to grind 4 million coins an hour consistently for days straight whenever it was like the first year of Skyblock's release. The changes are just insane. But what you're going to want to do is get a legendary or mythic Enderman pet. Can be whatever level you want, but preferably a level 100 is best. Not needed though, because the buff doesn't really give you an insane one. It simply gives you a 25% extra special Zealot chance, which does technically help, but is not a dramatic increase. Another increase you can do is if you come over here, turn to the left, talk to the dragon, which would... what the hell?
Failure! Failure! You're still a failure!
Talk to this guy, go in the Dragon Essence shop, and get yourself Zealot 5. This shouldn't cost too much, so I should definitely suggest you to go and get it because it's pretty much free. Well, for me anyways, because a few million coins is like pocket change. The next step is unlocking Voidgloom 9, which for 95% of the people watching will most likely not have. But no worries, because again, this buff is extremely tiny, so it's not really going to make you much of a difference. But if you add up all of the buffs I just showed you, it does add up to a decent bit. But yeah, let's not worry about that right now. So what you want to do is gain access to the Zealot Bruiser hideout. I'm pretty sure this requires combat 21, so yeah, you might want to get that if you want to get access to this. But basically this brings you to an area where killing these Zealots will give you a higher chance of getting special Zealots, which in turns give you summoning eyes. Now, what type of armor do you want to wear for this? I would suggest Wise Dragon armor for beginners, because this would give you a decent bit of mana to shoot your weapons and to use mage weapons. Using Young armor is also another suggestion I could make, because it makes you run faster, meaning you get to run around killing them quickly.
Yes, I'm racist.
Of course, I've also seen people kill these guys with bows, using Shadow Assassin and using Juju. That's also another option. And then you have the Hyperion, which is, well, the best weapon you can possibly use for this, because yes sir, during the example too, that is beautiful. So yeah, you pretty much want to use a Hyperion if you are pretty much maxed out. Now in terms of gear, if you are using a Hyperion, the best gear to use would be a breeze setup, mainly because you can infinitely spam with this, and the mana cost is extremely low. For my case, it's 30 mana cost. But luckily for you guys, this is actually not the best setup for early game players, because this setup is mainly for endgame players that want to grind bestiary, not money. The actual best set is killing in Final Destination armor. As you can see, there is a little counter with the amount of kills you have at the very bottom for the piece bonus. If I gain kills, then the piece bonus increases in kills, and once you get this to 10,000 kills, you can sell the armor pieces individually for more coins. So currently, each piece of these armor pieces are approximately worth 1 million, and bringing them up to 10,000 kills is approximately 10 million coins. So you're making like 9 million coins profit on each piece, and it takes approximately 2.5 hours to make them to 10,000 kills if you get my kills per hour. Now let me give you a little bit of an idea of the difference between these two setups. I get approximately 5,000 kills per hour, and this is using my Breeze setup. I also place an SOS flare in the middle of the area to give myself more spammability. So this is pretty much the max amount of kills you're probably gonna get per hour doing this method. While killing Final Destination armor though, I get 4,400 kills per hour. So it's less better for bestiary, but at the same time it's more money because you're leveling up the armor set while you're actually grinding this method. And if we do simple math, do 10,000 divided by 4.4 thousand, and you're taking approximately 2.3 hours of actually grinding, which is approximately 2 hours and 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Since I've already recorded this video and I've already done a test for this, I'm gonna straight out say that, well, the 5k kills an hour comes from that test. So actually, yeah, I've already mentioned it, never mind. If you head on over to the outcome calculator website, link in the description, if I scroll down to Zealots and I click on the little icon here, pick Zealot Bruisers, if I get 5,000 kills an hour, I get actually 2.5 thousand within 30 minutes. Zealot is 5, Voidgloom is 9, Enderman Pit, yes, I have a mythic level 100, and click calculate. So my rates per hour are approximately 30 million coins an hour using a non-Final Destination setup. Now if you were to take off Voidgloom 9, as you can see, it goes down by a small bit. If I take away the pet itself, it goes down by a decent bit, and if I take away Zealot, it goes down by a small margin as well. So I would go for Zealot for sure. For the pet, I would definitely also recommend it if you could afford it. And Voidgloom 9, I wouldn't really bother with this if you don't already have it. It's not something I would tell you to really go and get to do this method. The one I actually recommend for this though is the Zealot Final Destination one. And yes, FD stands for Final Destination set, so this is the one that calculates using the armor pieces. Put Zealot Bruisers, and for this one, I'll put 2,200. Zealot 5, Voidgloom 9, Enderman Pet level 100, and as you can see, it's approximately 43 million coins per hour while wearing the actual setup itself and selling the armor pieces once it hits 10k. Also keep in mind that there's also alternative weapons. You don't have to use a hype. You can also use Fire Veil Wand, the Frozen Scythe, and Juju, so it shouldn't be limited to just hype players. And that's it for now, because I have to go and edit this, and hopefully I can go to sleep at least around 4 AM. Peace!